Petros Rousos, third place. Congratulations, Petros.
Thank you.
How was the tournament?
It was great. The only reason I didn't like win out, it was a really lucky branded opponent, but oh well. Also because of the difference I made to my build, I cut the hand trap, so I didn't have the ash to just beat branded right away. So there was that. But yeah.
Okay, and
what
score was?
Sorry?
Your score? Was?
X11.
Okay, nice. And you're playing Machina.
Yeah, I'm playing my signature deck at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look on the deck profile.
Yep. So for the Machinas, the standard engine, I guess. 3 gear frame as a starter and 1 of each other good Machina you want to play. And obviously 3 redeployment to search any of them out. This plus a discard does anything you want. Gear frame on its own can threaten Zeus, can get you set up with Fortress or Citadel, even Reinforce sometimes. And the 1 of Overdrive is also searchable by this if you just got a Machina card. And yeah, that's for recycling like banish cards. Sometimes you need to side it out versus decks that don't banish anymore, especially if you're going second. So like I set it out versus my round 1 or round 2 matchup, I don't remember what it was now. But yeah, like decks that don't vanish. But I kept it versus Branded because Mirror Jade. I kept it in versus Plunder Patrol because they banish. Morik and Morik mainly, yeah. So that's for the Machina part of the engine. Infinitracks, we got the 3 Harvester, 2 Trencher. I always like 2. I don't play Road Roller. I just play the standard and I guess the honorary Infinitrack of blocks. And obviously the searches for the Infinitracks, which is a 3 heavy forward. This is basically a lot like that engine where you got 3 spells that search like any of them out, and the best normal summon, and the rest are utility, and you want to get into them. Box is the brick of this engine. Spare is the brick of the other engine. So yeah, if you draw like Spare and draw Harvester, you can do the full combo ignoring Spare in your hand. If you draw Gear Frame and a way to get to the combo, even if you have Box, it still does a full combo on its own. Also, if you draw Box Harvester, you can still do the full combo by pitching Box and putting it back in the deck so you can draw it, you can search it again. Yeah, I would not play Road Roller. I tried the combo with the you end on the Reverse Stormer with the Road Roller under it. It's not good enough. Just turning Masters in defense position doesn't do as much. If it was like a Baguska effect, then probably would be a lot better. But yeah, also I like 2 Trenchers for like the recovery, so I'm not replacing that one. Okay. For the trains, it's just these 2 and also like 2 Therians. And I guess the Searcher, quote unquote, for the trains is Schedule, one of the best cards ever. It's a summon 2 from deck with almost no restrictions because you can link them away and bring them back. If you summon a Harvester and a Trencher, you can just link them both away, punish Trencher, summon back Harvester, and you get the effect. You have an even normal, then it's full combo. Regulus has synergy with Gear Frame as well. Gear Frame is a union, so you can equip it with Regulus and then just summon it back, which is really funny. No one sees that coming. Or you can just skip it down, protect Regulus from battle. If you wanna like against Branded, you may wanna Regulus the Brand Fusion, especially if they have Lost, because it negates effects, so you can negate it under Lost. But maybe sometimes they have like an Albas into a Mirror Jet and try to attack your Regulus. You can just keep Gear Frame there, so Gear Frame dies, but Regulus survives. This is basically the engine of the deck. Everything else is just non-engine stuff. It's 32 right now, I think. No, it's 20. It's 29. And I play 41, so I have 12 non-engine spots, which are 2 Talons, 1 Kobai. I don't like Talons of 3, so I just play 2 and I play the 1 Kobai that's virtually the same, but also mostly better. So I can only play 1 of these anyway, so yeah. 3 Eclipse. As I said, I'm not playing any hand traps, so I'm just like focused on board breakers. I guess Imperm is a hand trap, but it's also a board breaker. So yeah, Droplet was not as good as I thought it would be. The first week I've been trying it out, and it came up like 2 or 3 times, sending my cards to dance around an Imperm and negate something as well. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest. Maybe I'll cut it back for Ash again. Gotta test it more now with Age of Overload coming up. Things might be a bit different. Didn't play against Tier, so I wouldn't know like how this works against it. For the extra, it's the same as it's always been. 3 Goliath, you want to get them to grave, you want to put them back in the extra deck. 1 Platinum Gadget for the Gear Frame into Harvester line. Genius to negate like there were times where playing with Dragon Link, my opponent had like Seals, an IP, and a Branded Beast. Genius is unaffected by all three of those cards. It's unaffected by spell traps and links, so just summon it, and then you can negate also IP or Seals or even Beast, and they cannot do anything about it. They can't bounce it, they can't make Unicorn into spinning it. So yeah, Genius is a really good card. I don't know why some people are not playing it. It's so great for going second. Ballistas, we search the box and also use the effect to make something 0. It comes up a lot because you can pop your schedule, which will search for level 10, or you can just pop a head forward that was there and make something 0 and then kill them over with Gustav into Liba. And the end board of the deck, just Anger Knuckle. Anger Knuckle Pass is the best board ever. It gives you like 2 cards back, wow, which is enough. You end on this and somehow they don't kill you, and then it's just more of a mental game. Then realizing, how did I lose? Yeah. For the Xyz, Gear Gigant for Gear Frame into Spare, just makes this, searches Harvester. Stormer searches any Earth Machine or sends it to grave, so even under draw you can just send Citadel for follow-up. The rank 9s are Bluffing or a Slicer. Pops cards, banishes cards. This is good for going first. You banish a random from your opponent's hand, so they need to like use Nibiru right away, and you can still keep playing, or they risk losing it, or you just know what they're playing if it's blind, if it's game 1 blind. Slicer is an Earth Machine, so it's important for that. And also it's an Infinitrack, so it comes back from grave for inevitability turn 3. You can pop your own cards as well, so you can summon back Citadel. Yeah, the rank 10s. Gustav and Dora, amazing card, kills through a lot, especially ranking up into a Liba, and Dora is a really good endboard to have. Just 4k, can make itself unaffected, Derek Crane pops a card. Yep, and of course, the Zeus that you can hard make via Harvester into a 10. As I said, the extra deck hasn't changed in years for me for this deck. Side deck, so I had to side in some hand traps in case like Dark World or some weird FDK kind of deck comes up. So Draw, I feel, is the one for me because it's big impact, so you don't need anything more. If you see Draw, you feel a lot safer than seeing just one Ash or an Imperm or something like that. 3 Kaijus. I really like the Kaiju in this deck. It's still a poorly format. And Kaijus are good no matter what. It's a level 10, so you can search it for schedule as well. It's a full discard for Fortress. It's 10 levels to banish for Fluent Force, so it has actual synergy with the deck. Also, you give them one, you get one yourself. You're halfway to rank 10. And you have a Harvester, you can make Zeus in main 1 just using the Kaiju and the Kaiju you gave them, and then just keep on playing. For the monsters in the side, spells, just back or hate. Storm is also really good in versus Unchained and monsters, monster combo decks like Sword Soul and stuff that are still played. It also makes your opponent like interact with you, which makes Talons live. So like into a Sword Soul ball, you activate Storm, they Baron try to negate it, and then you have a Talons live, so you can just like steal the Baron, pop the Chija, or like steal the Chija, negate anything else. Make their blackout not live. And the traps, 3 Gozens for going first. So many decks right now have different attributes. Unchained, Sword Soul does. Even Dragon Link, you can catch them under a light monster and they cannot play anymore, like a Lubellion. And the 3 evenly the side. It's not that great this format, I guess, but I refuse to play without it in the side deck. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, Petros. Any shout out or any last words about the tournament?
Tournament was fun. It was really nice to do it here at the Cyprus Comic Con. Shoutouts. Thanks for everyone who I practice with, my friends, people who play with me. The entire Cyprus and Limassol and Nicosia communities. Thank you.
Are we going to see you in Bologna?
I'll try to be there. Definitely try to be there.
Thank you very much. Bye.